Well, a team in need of a signature win getting just that on Wednesday night against Iowa State, a projected NCAA tournament team. Now Chris Walker and the Red Raiders getting ready for a trip to Texas on Saturday. I got a chance to sit down and talk about it all with Coach Walker.
Maybe the biggest upset so far in the league. Texas Tech gets the 5-point win. Kudos to Chris Walker.
That feeling when the buzzer goes off and you know you've got a victory and it's time to celebrate. Explain that feeling for me.
I mean, it's a great feeling, especially, going through this journey and where we're coming from and where I envision us going to, especially your first time being a head coach and see your kids working hard every single day, not knowing when it's going to turn. You just don't know when it's going to turn, and you're going to get that one signature win where you can say, hey guys, see, everything I tell you every day is going to come to fruition. So, you really want it for them more so than you want it for yourself. So they'll have some belief and faith in what you're saying every day.
Probably outside of this room thought we had any chance to win that game today. Nobody. Who did in this room, all right? We did.
You talk about learning and all the lumps that you guys have taken, all of it part of a learning process. Do guys have to learn how to win and what it takes to close out a ball game?
Absolutely. I mean, it's visualization. I often tell them big thinking precedes big achievements. And sometimes with kids, you have to have tangible examples for them to understand, what they're going to go through on this odyssey of where we're going. And in the Iowa State game last night, there were a lot of peaks and valleys during that game, and you just have to fight through it. You have to keep a great attitude. You have to stay together and stay unselfish. And at the end of the day, you got to believe in what's going on and believe that it's going to happen. There's a thing where it says, there's a secular faith that says that if you work hard, good things will happen for you. We just got to keep believing and investing in that faith.
Hey, y'all see that action right there, right? Time.
We talk a lot about the journey that the players are on, and we've seen your style adapt throughout the course of the year. How much have you learned during the course of this road?
I've learned a lot, but it really falls in line with my belief about coaching, is that you always start out about, what the way you want to do things, and you envision, I'm going to do it just like this and just like that, just like a scouting report for a game. Then all of a sudden your best player gets in foul trouble. All of a sudden the ball's not falling. All of a sudden, the whistles are blowing all over the place and the game's completely different in the way you envision in your mind or the way you want it to go. And then you have to adjust and adapt. And I think that's the same thing when you're coaching a team. You envision how you want, to play when you get your shot, but you have to adapt to the players more so than they have to adapt to the style sometimes. And then that's your job as a coach to figure that out. And it's just a lot of different things that factor in to the stew, and I think we just have to continue to just keep tweaking it the best we can and follow up this Iowa State win with some progression towards just keeping this team to be the best team we can be by the end of the season.
Let's go! Yeah!
Now, for whatever reason, Austin has been a tough place to play. What would a win at Texas mean for you and for the program?
You know what? I'll draw a parallel for you. When I was a freshman at Villanova, I was a team that had not, won many games in the league for a very long time. And when we went there my freshman year, I was from Texas. I didn't fully understand the magnitude of it then. That was a team that we went down and we played them, and somebody didn't take a charge at the end of the game. They beat us, they rushed the floor, and the program has not looked back since, and that program's UConn. And it's just, that's what it takes. But you got to believe that. You have to believe that a signature win at somewhere like that can really turn things for you and then build on it and take your program to the next level, which is division, to win championships. Certainly the goal of Chris Walker is to be in a situation where you talk about us in the same breath as Texas, you talk about us in the same breath as Kansas, but that takes time, and we got to build it, but we got to believe it.
You don't have to have the most talent, you got to have the most heart. Everybody got that? Yes, sir. That's the most heart. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6.
Now Walker trying to be the first Red Raider head coach to win in Austin since James Dickey in 2001. It's Texas Tech and Texas on Saturday, a 7 o'clock tip on the Longhorn Network. For Texas Tech TV, I'm Brandon Rowie.